and you're with me for another episode of Coffee Talk, number 519. It's Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time, November the 2nd, Day of the Dead, or All's Saints Day. Daylight saving time kicked in. It's an hour earlier. So it's actually, instead of being 7, it would be 8 o'clock without daylight saving time. Jerry Cabrera, hello. How you doing, Jerry? Good to have you here. Enjoying your weekend, son? Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Well, kick that one in gear. KP Heathen, how are you doing? Good to have you here. Have been posting some really you've been putting up some really good posts. I have really enjoyed them. They show up for me. Verna, how you doing? I get notifications of those for whatever reason. I don't necessarily get notifications of other stuff sometimes, but I do of those. Vay's Place. Thank you for coming. 4 in the house, 3 likes. Got some interesting stuff to talk about tonight when we get going. Melinda Elliott. Hello, Melinda Elliott. How you doing? I have had Jerry Cabrera, KP Heathen, Verna from Vay's Place, and Melinda Elliott come in so far. Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Gonna have another week ahead of me. Oh Lord, got my school clothes. Oops, I think I still got stuff in the dryer. Tried to get everything together for tomorrow. Most of it's already taken care of. And I cooked my wife a real nice supper. I made ribs, pork ribs. Made her some white rice, a little butter. I try to spoil her as much as I can. And I even gave the dogs a taste. Thank you, Jerry. Dave, how you doing? Well, you topped 33,000, didn't you? Yoda's Blessed Life, and Uncle Al, Type Bullfrog 79. Hello, Mr. Sato. Good to have you here this evening, sir. $33,111. Now you see, I picked up since yesterday. I've picked up 3 or 4 subscribers, which is pretty good for me. Whereas my friend Dave's picked up over 100. That just shows you how much further his content's going than mine. 6 in the house and 5 likes. So I've been looking at news clips, stuff going on in the news. Uncle Al sent me some really good topics. And we'll be going through those in a few minutes. I'm rearranging stuff, taking an inventory. I'll be getting a couple of more goodie boxes together in the very near future. I need to get something to Verna, Vase Place. Need to get something to Verna. I'd been promising Belinda something forever. Finally got it out to her, and I still have not watched, dagnabbit, I still have not watched her unboxing. But I've received notifications from several people that she's done one. Yes, Santa makes a list and checks it twice. I'm looking pretty Santa-ish right now. Got all the white beard and the bald head and all that sort of stuff going. Little Lone Prepper. Hello, Barbara. Thank you for coming. I pray for David in Georgia. I pray for Alan, Uncle Al, Alan Sato in California. Mike Ivins, Holly Ivins' husband. They're up in the Northeast. I know to pray for all 3 individuals. I pray for myself, and I pray for my wife, the kids. Pray for world peace. I don't know if I'm doing a very good job on that one. So, I've been trying to put up a couple of shorts a day. Try to put up a post most every day. I'll try to put up another post when I get through with some food items and such that I've been making. Walter Davis, how are you doing, sir? Thank you for coming in. Good to hear from you. Walter, I'm wondering, what are your thoughts on Fetterman, your senator, representing the junior senator from Pennsylvania, representing the Democrat Party? They keep asking him, yeah, I know, they're in New Jersey. Going to be interesting to see what happens in that election. They say that the Republican has a small chance. Tuesday, Virginia and New Jersey will be electing governors. And New York City will be electing a communist mayor. Fetterman is kindly mostly recovered from his stroke. He is an independent voice, but still votes party line. Fetterman is sort of like Bill Mayer. He's very good at calling the Democrats on their crap. You know, I mean, he's got the bona fides as a Democrat, so he can call them on their crap, and they can't say, well, you're a Republican talking Republican. No, he's just talking common sense, you know. Bill Mayer is another one. You used to say he gets them told. I mean, I tell you, he gets them told, and I truly enjoy it. You know, he talks truth to stupidity. You know, he does. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Mom of four boys. Hello, Rachel. Ten in the house, 7 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. You know, it is important. It is important to be organized. I keep like I have my notes ready, keeping track of who's here. Again, my topics for this evening provided by Alan Sato, Uncle Al, Bullfrog, 79. Truly appreciate all the time that he takes with me. He's a very good mentor, and he's a very, very, very good man, very, very, very good Christian, involved in ministry at his church. He does a lot for people in the congregation, people who are in need of help and leadership and guidance. Jocelyn's Vogue of Taiwan. Good evening, Jocelyn. Thank you for coming in. Jocelyn is over on the other side of the world, and it's already Monday morning where she's at. It's about, maybe 8-10 in the morning over there. She's got a wonderful channel. Beautiful young lady. Beautiful, beautiful child. And I apologize, I have not been over to visit. I haven't been very active, other than the little bit that I'm doing on YouTube right now. I just don't have the time. Thank you for stopping by, Jocelyn. I will try to repay the visit. God bless and keep you this coming week. Beautiful lady. So, I think about the week ahead of me, things that I have to do. It's important to be, it's the beginning of the month. I've got to keep my books up, my financial books, bills and such, keep track of that. My wife is on me to look for a truck, so I will be probably looking for a 4-door F-150. I've got her convinced now that an F-150 can pull our trailer. And so I was not really wanting to buy an F-250, which is what she wanted me to buy. If I was trying to pull a house, I probably wanted F-250, but I'm not trying to pull a house. I have an 18-foot trailer that I'm, you know, it's good for weekend camping and such. So, you get into topics. So let's get into a topic. A lot of complaining and fear mongering by several social media platforms, causing the government to crack down on the wackos. Feel free to drop your link. Feel free to drop your link. A lot of fear porn, clickbait, real stupidity, not facts. The old saying goes, you tell a lie often enough, people will believe it. And that's part of the communist playbook. You get your talking points together, you keep repeating the same thing, and stupid people will believe you. They hear it enough, it's like conditioning. They'll believe you. Medicare and Social Security are different programs, not associated with the government shutdown. Oh, yeah. But I tell you what, those SNAP benefits, there are some people crying. 42 million of them. Those SNAP benefit checks. Yes, everybody reach out. If you're not friends, become friends. Not an entitlement. It's a relief program set up by the USDA originally for seasonal workers and employees to help disabled and elderly, widows and children, single parent families, not a welfare system. Blame New York and California for that one. Thanks for stopping by, Verna. Topic number 2. Radical Muslims attacking train riders in railroad cars. 11 people injured. UK police deny it was a terrorist attack. Both of the people who were involved are citizens. They weren't originally citizens, but they're citizens. They got their citizenship. So, no, it can't be a terrorist attack because they're citizens. During an emergency stop, and the suspects are Middle Eastern looking. I did not mention anything about a camel. Well, the desert dwelling community, don't make them mad. Oh God, here's another good one. All that crap in California is happening at Uncle Al's backyard because he's in California. Topic 3. Karen Bass, the communist mayor of Los Angeles, and Democrats hold a vote yes on 50 party. Trump administration plans to invoke the Insurrection Act to deploy troops in California. If Prop 50 passes, LA and Sacramento are targeted first, then the Bay Area and San Francisco. And Uncle Al is anticipating that certain officials will be arrested. I'd like to be the one serving the warrants. Topic 4. Tourists in Jamaica faced difficulties in surviving and returning home after the Hurricane Melissa. Airport is closed, no services available, 6 hours for food and water, no power or electricity. That hurricane did a number on Jamaica. It was a Category 5, I understand. Category 5. Yep, a Category 5. So I'm up to 2,051 subscribers. I'm catching you, Uncle Al. No, I'm not, but I'm joking. I'm joking about it. Yeah, I'm right on Uncle Al's heels, like 500 something behind him. Unkael, that would be Enrique Trevino. How are you doing, sir? Please leave a like to support the channel. Be greatly appreciated. Unkael. Well, $2,590. Uncle Al's getting ready to hit 2,600. Take care, Jocelyn. Yes, it is reversed. I don't know. My iBook is, I do a live stream with it, and midway through it starts acting up. I don't understand that. I've done that several times. So I just said to hell with it, because the iPad, I've got a 10th generation iPad, which was the newest version here a year or so ago. I don't know if there's something newer, but you know, I do other than the fact that it's reversed and I can't figure out how to, you know, this is I'm not a studio. I'm not a tech guru. And well, what's funny, if you want to buy a new iPhone and you pay cash for it, I think they're around $1,200 for the latest version. You get a full-size iPhone. I paid about $500, and I paid for it, for my iPad 10th generation that I'm using. And I'm using a reconditioned 12 that I paid $235 for. So my Mike, Crusher Reviews, how you doing, Mike? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you coming in. Please leave a like to support the channel. And I think I'm caught up on your videos, Mike. I watched a couple recently. And yes, I was behind because, you had put those out a couple of weeks ago. But I watched and I really enjoyed them. And I gave you the timestamp to show the only two people that have been timestamping your videos are Uncle Al and I. And timestamp basically, you do a 17 or 18 minute, 20-minute video, and it's timestamped to 20 minutes. That means we ran it for 20 minutes. And I mean, I'm watching it. I'm not just running it, I'm watching it. And yeah, $1,000 for a phone is ridiculous. Yeah, those Peak spoons. That's a new one on me. It's like an MRE copy. They put MRE components in it, the same type of stuff that the big three put in the ones that they make for the government. Those 24 menus. And there are differences in some of the components that go into them. The main component, the main is the same, but there are some variances. And I will tell you that I like the Canadian rations. They changed the packaging on them. I like the Canadian rations. They put it's a little bit better what they put in. What goes in them. Like, I like the 2 drink mixes. I like the fact that they put 2 drink mixes in. I like the candy bars that they put a candy bar in. They do a little bit more. They're not using Stone Mountain peanut butter now. I think that's because they're trying to home source. We're sort of like, they're trying to demonstrate independence from us with all the tariff stuff going on. But I truly, and yeah, Canada is becoming too woke. They've been trying to disarm their population. You have to have a permit to own a gun. You have to prove, all sorts of crap just to, own a weapon. It's outrageous. It's outrageous trying to send something to Canada. Claudette, who you'll see sometimes, will comment on a short, or she'll comment on a video that I do. There are people that don't come into my live streams, or that they'll come in and they'll run a live stream afterwards. They'll view it not when I'm live, but they'll come in at a different time or a different day or something other, and they'll replay a live stream that I do and leave comments and maybe timestamp it that they let the thing play for the whole hour, because I try to do about an hour. And I truly appreciate that, because I don't ask people to send me money. I don't do the super chats. I don't do memberships. I don't feel like what I put out is worthy of you pay me for it. I make my money for what it's worth. Basically through the commercials. And I don't pick the commercials out. And I think it was Enrique run one of my He was saying that they run like a 20-minute or a 12-minute something on PBS or some such. I don't know. But I don't have any control over what they do on their ads. And sometimes they hit you with a lot of ads. Like if I do a ration review and it's 20 minutes long, because that's a reasonable length of time for a ration review when you got to do what all you need to do. It might have 4 or 5 commercial stops in it. And I really feel for y'all. I feel for y'all, that you have to deal with that. I'm so sorry. That's me being monetized. And frankly, I'll be approaching that point where I get my first $100 check. I've been monetized for over a year, and I'm yet to get my first $100 check, but I'm approaching that $100 where they owe me. I think I'm up to $82 and some change. Eventually, I'll get to that point. Oh, it was an ESPN? Okay. I don't really care for ESPN. I don't view ESPN. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I will tell you, if you're trying to reach out to grow your channel, go to the channel that you want to join with you. Watch a couple of their videos. Leave supportive comments letting them know who you are. I'd timestamp it to let them see that you watched the video. And you don't need to watch like super long videos, but leave a like and hopefully let them know that you're a new friend, and hopefully they'll come back and they'll do the same thing for you, and both of y'all grow. And then hopefully you don't get purged by YouTube. YouTube is very good at purging when they feel like, hey, they're just trying to grow their channel. Well, everybody's trying to grow their channel, but that's YouTube. 40 plus minute. Golly gee. Cut. No, I wouldn't do that. I remember one playing that I watched a good chunk of, and it was about some rehab facility. I remember watching yeah. Yep, well, I appreciate it. 7 watching, 10 likes. Well, I appreciate it. Topic number 5. What is in your pocket for the fall season? And then there's a series of possible answers. Number 1 would be the basic 3. A cutting tool, a snack, and a fire device. A lighter or matches. A fire device. A lighter, like a Bic, or a box of matches, pack of matches, or whatever. A cutting tool. Pocket knife. A multi-tool. Something like that. Food, forest, permaculture. Hello, Howie. How are you doing? Please leave a like to support the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Well, the idea of Samhain, which is the pagan holiday that just passed, what they call Halloween or All Hallows or whatever, That basically marked the end of summer and the beginning of winter. And it was also a time when the spiritual realm is very connected to the mortal plane, and you can have crossovers. So you have, visitations, spiritual visitations. Down here, there's summer in January. Well, I tell you what, Enrique is very close to the border in South Texas. He's several hours south of me. So, yes. He's also getting first. He's getting a first front row to the wall going up. Because there are a lot of holes in the Texas wall. They're working on it, but I need to do an update on the wall. But they're working in 7 or 8 different areas along the border, working on the wall. Yeah, I've got a lemon tree. It's not that big, but I've got a lemon tree. I've got a peach tree. I've got bananas. They're not producing bananas yet, but I got bananas. It takes about 2 years for them to start producing bananas. So, what is in your pocket for the fall season? You should have some sort of snack. You should have a cutting tool, a pocket knife, or a multi-tool. And you should have a fire device or matches or a Bic lighter or a Zippo lighter or whatever you want to call it. Possible answers. The number one's the correct answer. Other answers, I don't know. It's at home. It's in my car. What EDC? I have my smartphone. Gen Alpha answer 6, 7, and sing and dance. Yep. $15 foot lemon trees I take inside. Right, Howie. Miss Anne Marie Angel, thank you for coming in. Welcome. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Appreciate you stopping by. It has been a while. Oh, I'm just living. One of my favorite songs, and it's 50 plus years old. Older than that, actually. Charlie Pride, may he rest in peace. One of my favorite country singers, Charlie Pride. It's got a number of good songs. But my favorite song is I'm Just Me. And I'll oftentimes use it for my shorts, like a 1-minute clip of it. Today and every day, I'm just me. And if you listen to the words, I'll try to use that for my next short. If you listen to the words in the song, people are just trying to get by. You know, if you don't have delusions of grandeur, and I don't, um, an arrow garden, Rachel, an arrow garden. I have a friend that had several of those. And you can grow small stuff. Like he would grow cherry tomatoes. He would grow lettuce. He would grow peppers. Um, Kale. Strawberries. You know. Well, that's true. They don't. In Arrow Garden. Take care, Howie. Thanks for stopping by. God bless you. Howie's up north. He's worried about freezing. They're going to start getting freezing weather up there. Winter's up there for them already. It was in the 40s. Here we had a little front come through, got cold. Up in the upper 40s. It'll probably be a month before we get a legitimate freeze, but I mean, eventually we'll get a freeze. Care to have a windstorm? Windstorms, yes. It was pretty windy here. It broke some of the limbs in my pecan trees. I've got pecans all over the ground. And I'll mention again, I had a card from Uncle Al yesterday. He sent me, actually, I showed it yesterday, but it came in a couple of days ago. It's a Halloween card. To David and family, wishing someone amazing tons of spooky Halloween fun from Uncle Al, Die Bullfrog 79. And it really touches my heart. Thank you so much, Uncle Al. God bless you. He's a good friend. I wish we lived closer together. I would try to support his ministry. I mean, I used to be involved with a couple of different ministries, the Gideon's International. The Gideons have the Gideon's Bible that they put out. They place medical facilities, hospitals, hotels, motels. They give them out. Little pocket testaments they give out to different responders and nurses, medical people, children, new Christians. Part of our ministry, part of the ministry that I used to be involved with. And yeah, people don't write letters the way they used to. They don't mail letters the way I used to. And stamps are getting expensive nowadays. Stamps are getting really expensive. Sending packages is getting expensive. I sent a package to Belinda, and it was not cheap. And it's the standard size box that I normally send. You know. Yes, Uncle Al is an amazing person. He's truly a blessing. He's got a good sense of humor. I used to watch everything that he would put out, and I haven't been doing it the last few months. you know, with everything going on, the wife's health. She had another surgery in September. It seems like the last 2 Septembers she's had surgeries. Had another surgery. Took a while for her to recover, and just yeah, I need to send cards. I really do. I got tons of them. Just need to go get 100 stamps, get a roll of stamps, and I need to really do that. So how's life been treating you, Miss Anne Marie Angel? You okay? I include my email in all of my videos. So the video that I just released this weekend, which is about a 4 minute, I did a video on a boo-boo kit. I was updating a boo-boo kit, a little small first aid kit. If you go and look at it, Lady Dark Gaming, how are you doing? It'll have my email address, and if you want to email me your phone number, I will send you a text message and we can communicate. Good to have you here, Amber. A postcard. Been a long time. I will let you know about openings. When something comes up, I'll contact you because I got you in mind when they have an opening. Yeah, my email. Um, Let me see. That's my email. My personal email. But send me your, send me your phone number and I'll send you a text. We'll communicate. Or if you want to talk, we can talk. If you want to text, you can text. Enrique just wants to email. Occasionally he'll send me an email. You okay? Did something happen? He doesn't see me for a while. I'm not putting anything up. Just, okay, what happened this time? Is the wife okay? How's the dragon doing? I would encourage you, reach out to Lady Dark Gaming. If you have not reached out to her, she's somebody that you would want to be friends with. And you a friend of hers, she'll be a friend to you. Probably better than mine, Enrique. I'll be going back to over Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go do be like a 6 month follow up. To see how my new medications are doing. They tripled my blood sugar medication. They doubled my cholesterol medication. They increased my blood pressure medication. I have to go do some blood work and see how I'm doing. Ooh, losing a finger. Horrible, horrible. But that's basically, the wife. God bless her. She's working on memory books, trying to put together pictures and who's this? You know. Am I feeling better? I wasn't feeling bad before, you know. I wasn't feeling bad before. I'm recovering from my wife's spring cleaning this last weekend. Last weekend, when she decided to get rid of my couch in my man cave here, wanted to put a new couch in, and we had to get the old couch out, which she wound up using a reciprocating saw to cut it, because just well, to put the new one in, we removed the door and then we took the footings off and barely got the thing through the door. It's a 32-inch door. You get in the house because the entry doors, the front door, the back door, they're 36 inches, so you can get stuff through that way. But barely got it in my spare room here. And I mean, pulled some muscles. My back was hurting. Luckily, the back no longer hurts, but I'm still having some little issues with the arm right in here on the inside. You know, it's like, good Lord Almighty. Still having a little bit of issues with that. You have a new kitten? That's wonderful. Wonderful. Apart from my troubles, I've gone on a journey with tarot runes. I'm loving it. I've always wanted to use tarot cards for a very long time. A black kitten. A new fur baby to love. I hear you. We have 2 dogs. We had 3 dogs. One passed away. We haven't replaced him. He's buried in the backyard. May he rest in peace. And yes, I do believe that pets will be in the kingdom. Yeah, I hear you. I hope that's going well for you. A nice little starter home. Nice place. Walter had a couch on the boat. Had to cut it up small to get it out. Yeah, the wife, well, she got frustrated. She was like taking the thing apart and got the reciprocating saw and started cutting wood, you know, the braces and everything. It's like, well, cut this one and cut that one and cut this other one. It's like, you know, trying to get the thing out. And she starts pulling it apart. It was like parts. I sent Uncle Al a picture, and he said, was it the No Kings? You know, he thought, well, were we attacked by the No Kings? No, it wasn't the No Kings. It wasn't the No Kings. Planning Mum sounds wonderful. Yes, eating. I made a nice pot roast yesterday. Wife ate very little of it. I still got a good chunk of it. Put it in the fridge. I ate the rest of the potatoes today. I heated them up in the microwave. Small potatoes. Heated in the microwave with ketchup. Delicious. Why are you just eating that? Well, it's part of my ancestry. It's the Irish in me. The Irish, real big on potatoes. Yes, yes. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Amen. that couch had been in that room for a long time, long time. And see, even before my daughter wound up moving out, and she got married and she moved out and she's up in Fort Worth now. We have a 4-bedroom home, so the wife and I have a bedroom. She has her sewing room. I have my man cave, and then the kid had her bedroom. You know, so that'd been in that room for maybe 15 years, or so. And it was just sort of worn out, but still, it's like it's my couch. If I want to go in here and want to lay down and with the pillow and stretch out on it and with the blanket and sleep, shut the door, sleep, I do it. And on weekends I sleep some, because during the week I go to bed 8:30 or so, sometimes 9. I'm up at 4:30 in the morning usually. I'm at work by 6:30, and it's a 30-minute drive over there. So it takes me about 15 minutes to get from one side of Victoria to the other side, and then once I get outside of Victoria, it's another 15 minutes to get to my campus. 30 minutes. I don't do video games. I really don't. I don't have time for them, and I don't do video games. When I was young, we really didn't have video games. We had pinball. You go to an arcade, we had pinball machines. And we had the type, back in the day games, at arcades and such. And then I can remember I guess I was still relatively young, and they came out with like Pong. It's like a back and forth. Pac-Man, eat the little, some of the very old, simple games. And yes. You're still young. She's a baby. Lady Dark Gaming is a baby. And no, I'm literally twice your age, so don't say you're old. You're in the prime of your life. Remember, you and your significant other, you owe yourself a couple of kids. Remember that. Yes, all have fallen short of the greater glory of the Lord. Yeah, I feel old sometimes. I don't have the energy I used to have. I can't do what I used to do. I don't have the strength. Like, I used to be into martial arts. Uncle Al talks about, defense and such. And yeah, I did weapons training. And at one point in time, I was going to open my own studio here, American Taekwondo Association. They don't have an American Taekwondo Association in Victoria. My instructor was going to sponsor me for my own studio. And it didn't work out. I got hurt. And I went to seed, and then I tried to get back in shape. And then, it's when you're in your 40s, and it's harder to get back in shape after you're hurt for a period of several months. It's hard to get back in shape. And I will be a grandfather for the first time in December. My daughter Gigi from my first marriage um, is expecting. She and her husband. I have a baby boy. I really need to post. I need to post the sonograms. She sent me some sonograms. I need to post sonograms. And anyway, I at this point in my life, I'm doing live streams Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If I don't, I let people know. And I do try to post to remind people. I will not be live streaming this week until this coming Friday. I work, I come home, I cook. And come home tired. I need to get all the rest I can get. And I appreciate y'all, and I apologize for those of you who produce content. I apologize. I don't see more of it. I mean, I get notifications, or I've hit the notification icon on everybody that that I'm close with. That I do get notifications. I usually get notifications like for KP. I normally get notifications for his posts, so I will comment on a lot of his posts. Uncle Al and Yoda's Blessed Life, mainly shorts. I get notifications. I see the shorts pop up on my recommendeds, so I do that. And then sometimes I will go and specifically look, for stuff. But anyway, I appreciate y'all coming in. And I think this was a pretty good live stream. I enjoyed the topics. Uncle Al provided me with material. And I truly appreciate Uncle Al for his guidance and his mentoring of me when it comes to preparedness and such. And Uncle Al, I'm wearing a gray shirt. He's always, no, gray man, no more gray man. It's beige. It's beige man, okay? Well, I'll try to get a tan shirt, beige. I'll try to get a tan shirt for the next time. Anyway, when I get up in the morning, I thank God for the day. I take my medication, drink my coffee, say the Lord's Prayer. I try to get right, get cleaned up, and I go to work and take care of my business. And teaching is a ministry. I truly enjoy it. I take care of my kids. I feed them. I give them goodies and such. I bribe them. So anyway, everybody, please remember to be prepared, which is the Scout motto is be prepared. And have a blessed day, and hopefully we'll see you again this coming Friday for another edition of Coffee Talk. And I'll try to put up a short morning and evening, so I put up a couple of shorts a day. Please watch those and watch for my posts. Please comment and like. Thank you. Enjoyed this one. Bye-bye.